What's going on, everybody? Those of you that don't know me, just call me Z, okay? But I look around at everything that's going on, and something needs to happen. We have pure chaos right now. We have death. We have disgusting hate over a president. I may not agree with the Democrats or liberals, but they do have a right to be heard just as much as the other side of the aisle. And it really seems like AOC said it the best. They just don't want to negotiate, which I can understand. If they did, they'd be out of power. That's why they're ramrodding everything through. It's one distraction after another. Shockingly, with all of this Afghanistan going on, right now they're getting ready to shovel that infrastructure bill right to us. And we have no say, because we're deemed racist, or worse, murderers. I don't see the fairness in a lot of the situations in the world right now. You know, I don't care who's president, Democrat, Republican. In the past, they've usually had the people in their best interest. But over the last 20, 25 years, something's happened to the Democratic Party. And it switched. It used to be the ones that were for the people, were for being able to inspire creativity, being able to start a business, being able to turn your life into something, have a sense of pride. And you wouldn't think that that would be a tall order, but there's so many crazy things right now. There's Chase Bank totally denied General Flynn credit cards because his perspective makes them look bad. Makes them look bad. Not that he did anything wrong, they just disagree with him, so he doesn't need to get credit. I mean, that's one example of what these liberals and these Democrats are shooting to do. If you disagree with them, for a small businessman, you won't be able to buy new equipment unless you have all of the cash on hand. You won't be able to try to get a loan to improve your house unless you have cash on hand. But if you happen to be registered as a Democrat, things are way different now. Because I used to be a Democrat. My entire family used to vote Democrat. This was the actual first year that I voted. And I voted for Trump. Being a small businessman, these taxes are not going to be sustainable with a small company. They want almost 50% right off the top. So if a company is a small company and only brings in $100,000 in business, which would be a newer company, somebody just starting out. Now, 50% of their sweat, blood, and time has to go to give these illegals work, homes, food, cash. And we're getting a way unfair amount of taxes taken out. This way that this administration has pushed the people, us, you, the one that goes out every day, sweating, working, digging, shoveling, we have to pay for all of that. I don't know if you've been to the grocery store, but I paid over $4 for a gallon of milk. $4 for a gallon of milk. I don't know how our voices will get heard unless we speak. We only want what's better. We don't want it. If you are an illegal immigrant, you know what you're doing wrong. You do. That's why you do it illegally, because it's too much work to do it the right way, which all of our ancestors did. We have ancestors from Italy, from Ireland. They went to Ellis Island. They filled out the paperwork. They waited the allotted time. And guess what? They became citizens. Props to them. Props to them. But now this generation is just letting people in. I don't understand. Like, I understand. I want to help people, yes. But in the current situation of the American people, where do you draw the line? Because, like, you see it every day on the news. They're pushing more restrictions, guidelines, more taxes, more shots. But they get to come in. Like, we have to, we're doing all the hard work so that they can just, stay home and not work. So that they can feed their family and ours goes hungry. Like, I'm comfortable. But there are a lot of people in the world, here in the United States, that are struggling. Venezuela's complete communism, 2,000% inflation. Do you understand how that begun? They started mandating, and they started doing the exact playbook that the current administration is using. In 1984, Orwell, it's absolutely amazing, the prophecy that he has showed everyone, because it's falling together like a T. I don't think people should be free to just do whatever they want whenever they want, okay? There has to be restrictions. However, when I go to a restaurant, I have to show my papers. Otherwise, you won't be served. If I recall, growing up, that used to be a big problem. People used to be like, whoa, yo, I didn't break any laws. I have the right to be here. And we're getting casted out. This doesn't make any sense. Unless there's a plan behind it. Then it would make perfect sense. Well, I'm here to vent. This is our America. And we need to come together and get it back, because it is being taken from us quicker than anybody can even freaking react to this. By the time we get to react to the first thing, they're already jamming another thing through. Who gets a 27 to 7,000 page bill and can read that in a matter of hours before they vote on it? You guys need to open your eyes. They didn't do that as an accident. That was done purposely, because nobody, fastest readers in the world, couldn't read through 7,000 pages in a couple hours. We need to stand up, because our livelihoods are truly, truly at stake, are absolutely in jeopardy of being a full communist country. And this isn't what we signed up for. We live here because it used to be the land of the free, the strong, the power. We used to have something to stand for. But now our allies, they look at us like chumps. And now I have to be worried when my daughter goes into a bathroom because some burly man that thinks he's a woman that day can go in there and watch her. We got Ilhan Omar, where just in the news the other day, they found out that she married her brother to become a U.S. citizen. Not only is it wrong, that's disgusting, man. But we live in a world now where that rhetoric is okay, and it shouldn't be. I stand up for my rights, and I stand up for the American way. And this isn't the American way out there. This isn't. This isn't what my dad fought for in the army. This isn't what his brother fought for in the army. This isn't what any of the soldiers in any of the wars fought for. We need some changes, and we need some leaders. I'm just a small guy in a small town. But when you get millions of that small guy in small towns, it's when we make a difference. If we let them silence us, they will. So, yes, I guess we'll just cross our fingers and try to make a difference one man at a time. It's the only little power we have left. So, I think every week we should discuss what's going on in the world, what's going on in the nation, because it's falling apart. So come back and watch our America fight back. Thank you, and have a great day.